Now, IAAF Vice President and African Athletics President Hamad Kalkaba Malboum says athletes need to be more honest following the Isaac Makwala saga at the ongoing World Championships. The runner was pulled out of the competition following a stomach bug, which saw him miss the 400 meters final but was later reinstated in the 200 meters. Celestine Karoney spoke to the athletics chief, who began by lauding the organizers for what is now being called the biggest World Championships after record-breaking ticket sales.
That means that our event is attracting people. And many people used to come to the stadium with their kids. So they are the potential future athletes. Okay? So this is something good. But also, according to the number of the athletes, we have more than 2,000 athletes here. And then even the events, you remember that last month we made an approval for having the 50 kilometers walk for women. So all those things put together make this event the biggest.
Does this mean that the IAAF is getting a vote of confidence, because there have been a lot of questions about athletics' popularity in the global sporting scene?
Yes. You see, if you look at the way that the event is presented in the stadium, it is very attractive. Visibility, this is good. It depends also of in which area the World Championship organized. For example, I think that if we in Africa, we can host the World Championship, for sure we will add cultural contribution to the events, you see. We need to innovate, and we have a target. We are now ranked number 8 in the global sports. We want to come by 2020, number 4.
You talk about Africa. How soon are we going to see us hosting our World Championship?
I said already that by 2025, Africa must expect to host. And I named 6 countries. I could be wrong, but among the 6, for the moment, they have the capability to host the event. Kenya, and say Nigeria or South Africa, Morocco, Algeria, even Egypt or Ethiopia. So those countries are potential countries who could host the World Championship. But behind, we need the political will and the political decision.
What do you make of the performance of African athletes in this particular championship?
We are improving, we are growing. And then in the past, Africa had the strength only on the middle and the long distances. Now you can find the African athletes in many other events. We are diversifying our participation to the event. That is because when Kenya and Ethiopia hosted the African Championship, they entered an athlete in all the events. So, and then they discovered new talents, and then they make the follow-up, they prepare them. So you see the result at the world level here. We need to push some other countries to come up with a good management of the federations, mainly Nigeria, because Nigeria this time is behind.
There has been the big debacle around Isaac Makwala, and he complained bitterly of unfairness from the IAAF in how his case was treated. What do you make of this situation?
We don't want to go further in this judgment because the medical doctor made a decision, but the decision is for the athletes. It's not against the athletes. We need also, I think, to educate people and to make sure that all the entourage, the people who are around the athlete, could play the true game. This is the managers, the coaches, the medical doctors, even the family, because sometimes the family used to put the pressure on the athlete to bring money by running. You
have been involved in the debate about the change of allegiance. How close is the IAAF to giving the guidelines they have been talking about when it comes to athletes changing nationality?
Yeah, there is a working group which is very active. So I'm supporting the work of the working group because the most important victim of this is Africa. I think by November, certainly we will get a report from the working group to the council, and then the council will decide